Yo, yo, Tally Ho. Looks like we have a similar opponent who wants to rock and roll. This was the first opening we played last time, a few weeks ago in a Bullet Brawl, if you kids remember. And I know you do. You keep notes, right? You keep track of all this stuff. This particular variation has now transposed into a Sicilian-esque type structure with some slight differences in the move order, both potentially good and bad for black and white. I'm going to conduct a standard Yugoslav attack because that's all I know how to do. I've got no place else to go. And if I can checkmate my opponent, I will be happy. I would be happy if I could checkmate my opponent. I don't know that I should really feel bad about that either. But let's go ahead and rock through. Oh, I'd love to rock through with g5. And then if he plays knight h5, I can just take it. He loves me some of that. Pick up the e6 bishop with check, fill the d5 square with a knight. Before you know it, Bob's your uncle having tea in the afternoon, and just like that, tally ho. Let's take this thing. That's a piece if you're keeping track at home. We're going to take on h3 back. And now we need to fill the d5 square as in yesterday. And if he moves the queen off of the 7th rank, we will take on f6 with check. Will we? Maybe not, actually. It would have been nice. We'll put the knight here first. We don't really care about the a2 pawn at this point. It really makes no difference to us now, does it? Either way. No, right, does it? Alright, well, we can take and then give check and then fill the 7th rank. I'm going to assume that this attack is going to be rocking. Oops, he's threatening a1 checkmate, which was something I happen to have forgotten, to be honest with you. But he walked into checkmate. I guess if he played the move queen back to g8 to block, I could pick up the rook with check. And then if he went to e7, both rook h7 check and knight to d5 check, forking the king and rook, probably would have done the job. As long as I can pick up some pieces with check, I can deal with the checkmate threat here later. For the record, it's threatened checkmate because the knight's guarding d2. So let's go ahead and run this thing back, just like we did last time against this foe, this strong foe here on Chess.com's live server. Remember, if you want to have a chance to play yourself, you can follow me on Twitter, at Daniel Wrench. We do these Bullet Brawls every Thursday. Most of the time I record them on that Thursday, actually. Not always. A lot of times I will also, if I have the time, I will record them in advance. But you can follow me on Twitter for a chance to play. If you want to bring your A game, bring your stuff, right? But remember, if you can't run with the big dogs, then don't show up to the party. I'm pretty sure that's how the saying goes. This has not turned out well for me. Giving myself a shameless plug on Twitter, I guess, or not shameless, just trying to give you guys a chance to be a part of the party. It turned out badly because now I am a little bit discombobulated and down a critical few seconds on time. I need to fill the e4 square with the pony. Let's kick him out and then put the knight on e4. And if he takes, we will take back. If he takes here, we take, and hopefully the f4 pawn becomes weak. Potentially not. Okay, this position is becoming extremely, it's extremely, what's the word I'm looking for? It's on the tip of my tongue. It's precarious, we'll say that. I need to double rooks, put pressure on the f4 pawn, and hopefully that is enough to get some kind of compensation. Oh, I'd love to just take there, wouldn't I? Yeah, you would love that, wouldn't you? Love to just take on e5 and then rock his world, but I couldn't. Ooh, now I could take. I could have maybe taken on e5 and taken off on with check, but I don't know that it would have worked as well as I would have hoped. So we give check and then we advance. I think I'm going to lose this one. I feel really bad about my king's position at this point. I really do. I'm not happy about it at all. No, I'm not. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a problem. It's a problem in Little China. Looks like we may be having a rubber match with this dude, unless I can somehow magically swindle my way to something. Maybe I can. You never know with these kids. We'll take, and then we will shake and bake and hide in the corner and, just hope for something, some kind of miracle. That's pretty much all you can do. He got me, barely. All right, let's rubber match this thing. I played that one out because you never know. But that was frustrating because it was a game that I was much better in. I don't know, somehow my king became open there. Well, I played g5. That's how your king became open. Yeah, keep talking to yourself, Danny, while everyone watches. Yeah, so playing, all right, well, this time I'm not going to take as much time against his silliness, and if he wants to go this way, we'll go ahead and happily pick up the bishop pair, cackle long, and see what kind of dance happens next. I'd love to just, all right, if he wants to take, we'll let him take. I think that was a bad idea, Scruffy Jim. I'm not sure you are going to survive the night, even with the lack of concrete threat coming from me. I'm just assuming my attack is going to be crushing, and maybe now I'm being a little bit careless myself. It just felt so right. Felt so good, felt so right. I wanted to just go for it all night. Move the king. Take advantage of the pin knight. First instinct. First instinct says, move the king. Take advantage of the pin knight. E6. Bamtown. Blow this thing open before it's too late. F5 next? Yeah, F5. And let's put a rook on the F file. Really? Okay, he takes. I will take. Oops, I forgot that was check on G6, but that's okay. I don't think it really matters. I think he still has some problems here. Still has some problems here. Let's shift the queen. Do a little shift town. Shift town, back this thing up. Let's fill the 7th rank with a rook. Still, I'm not putting him away as concretely as I would like to, but I have a hard time believing he can really survive the day here. Check. Really, wow. Well, he's making it happen at this point. He really is. Ooh, well, that's a check. And that's a queen. And that, my friends, is me taking the rubber match. Resigns. Well, that was fun. I don't know that the second piece sacrifice was as sound. Potentially, thinking back about it as I was playing, I just didn't want to talk about it. Potentially, I should have maybe made the breakthrough with D5 or something. But what's interesting is that the permanent control of the H-file just left him in a really tough spot, despite my inability or lack of an immediate knockout blow. So that was fun, a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed this Bullet Brawl. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter for all the live session action, and I will see you guys around on the main site. It's Chess.com. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you around on Chess.com.